54 Sports is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
And good evening, everyone. Class 5A and Class 6A from the Tennessee Valley were in action on Thursday for the semifinals of the Northwest Regionals on the campus of Wallace State Community College in Hansville. Up first were a pair of teams from Guntersville. Up first were the Guntersville girls, Lady Wildcats, in a cat fight with Russellville. Guntersville up by 10 when Russellville tosses it inside to Layla Hill. She scores with a baby hook, cuts the lead down to 8. On the other end, Addison Renee Hammond cleans up her own miss and pulls up from the outside of the lane, scores 2 of her 15 points. Wildcats up by 11. Next possession for Guntersville. Sophia Porce launches the three-pointer from the wing, and it's good. 14-point lead for Guntersville at that point. Lady Cats were paced Thursday morning by Kenna DeBuey. She scored 21 points, including this hoop and harm. Guntersville beats Russellville by a final of 60-36. They advance to the 5A Northwest Regional Final. The Guntersville boys were in action next, taking on Boaz. First half, cross-court pass goes to Turner Hammond. He launches a three from the corner, and it's good. Guntersville up by 11. Time winding down in the first. Toby Hamilton lines it up from three-point range and hits before the end of the first quarter for Boaz. However, Guntersville still up by 10. Wildcats start to pour it on in the second quarter. Kobe Brothers misses the initial floater, grabs his own rebound, and then scores 2 of his 25 points in the paint. Guntersville's boys advance to the Class 5A Regional Finals by a final of 66-37 over Boaz. The Priceville Lady Bulldogs taking on West Point in the other girls 5A regional semifinal. Lady Bulldogs down by 16 in the third quarter, and things get worse. Jalen Faulkner coming up with the steal for West Point and taking it coast to coast for the layup. Priceville now down by 18. Lady Bulldogs kept playing tough though. They would force Jalen Faulkner into the corner. She throws a bad pass and is picked off by Keely Harbison, who gets the layup to cut into that West Point lead. But Faulkner would respond with this drive and dish to Lachlan Shaddix, who scores in the paint, giving them a 20-point lead. West Point will score 23 points off of Priceville turnovers today and beat the Lady Bulldogs by a final of 65-32. Final Class 5A game of the day for our local schools, featuring East Limestone and Lawrence County. Winner faces Guntersville next week. East Limestone coming out hot, already up by 8. Kane Meyer pulls up on the baseline and scores. Indians now up by 10. Outside shooting keeping Lawrence County in this game early. Jordan Ray coming off the screen and sinks the three-pointer. He led the Red Devils with 10 points on the day, but they trail by 8 at the break. East Limestone expands their lead in the second half. Myers launches one from downtown and hits. 14 points for him on the day. Then Chris Fitz puts this game away as he takes it coast to coast to finish with a nice layup. 17 points for him. He had a game high. And East Limestone beats Lawrence County 52-39. They will face Guntersville in the regional final.